Hey YouTube, like never back in with a new video. It's been almost a month since my last video, but I've got one main thing to show you, and that is the rainbow pistol. As promised, I said about it in my last video, and I've had it done for quite a while. I actually finished it the day after the last video, but that was too soon to make a video, and then painting took a little while. Anyways, as I said, it's painted blue, specifically True Blue by the Krylon. It's not Krylon Fusion or anything, but it's okay. I did sand this down to 220 grit and then painted it. It's kind of weird because it would work just as well not sanding it. I know that because Arctic Warfare Gamer always paints his without sanding it and they turn out fine. It has 5 coats, no clear coat, but it's pretty smooth, pretty nice. As you can see, it has a square plunger rod that is... Ooh, had the hand on the trigger. I like using my middle finger. Anyways, it is square 3/8 PVC rod, and as you do see, it does jut out a little bit. That's something to do with the rainbow catch being a little off-center, but it catches fine. It has a square catch, and I just had to guess kind of how the square would work instead of a circle rainbow catch, since it's the first one I've done. I'll give you the seal quick. Okay, seal has a rubber washer just like a snap, except no place to catch. Just a metal washer, rubber. You know, probably, maybe, not. Anyways, K26, it has half a K26 in there, which is somewhere around 5 to 5.5 inches, I'm not really sure. It gets just around 3 inches of draw, which translates to over 90 feet. I mean, 90 is about the lowest it shoots, and that is with either 6-inch barrel or 11-inch barrel. And as you can see, that would look weird on this gun. 6 inches is much more the size, but it does get a little bit less range. It looks pretty appropriate, even though it is no longer a pistol. Anyways, opaque PVC, as I said before. There are some drilled holes in there. Part of that is because this was an older piece of PVC, and the other part is I had to find out where it was. Anyway, in the end, though, it has 3 screws holding the catch in, which is fine. Also, the handle is probably the nicest handle ever. It's just a regular rainbow handle, except it is so soft. I sanded it with 220 grit as well, and that's not even like the best type of sandpaper, but it just feels so smooth. I also did that to the trigger, but it's not as smooth since it's a different type of wood. For this part, I did not use polycarbonate. I used some sort of black plastic. I don't even know, but it kind of looks nicer with the paint job, except for being a little white. I did sand right here, as you can see, because it does get a little uncomfortable there. And since it isn't polycarbonate, it is not as strong, but it doesn't need to be here. And that was actually helpful for when I was sanding it, because I could do it with a Dremel with little problem. It has a snap-on handle, just like a snap. And instead of having 2 parts, because I thought that would look kind of weird, it just has 1 screw going through right there into the tube a little bit. Just a regular bushing, which I put a little stop in so no paint got in there. And there's a little paint in here, but I did tape it off. And this is the length of it now, width compared to the barrel. It is a little bit longer then, but it's still quite manageable. I will be selling this at the war tomorrow. I know that's kind of short notice, but it's only because I didn't make a video anytime soon. I will be selling this for $30. I think that's a somewhat fair price. You know, Nam sells his for $60. His are a little bit more fancy, but mine still gets the job done, I mean. Also, if you want any other type of my blasters, at the war I will be selling them. Now, this only applies to people who are going to the war, because I can only sell them in person. So if you want a pump snap, I have 2 of these type of pump snaps left. So message me if you are interested in one of these. We can work out a deal. Since this is a little bit older, I could sell it pretty cheap. Or if you need a pullback snap or something else, or any of my guns, just offer or PM me. Anyways, the war is tomorrow, the 24th, in St. Paul. I will post a link down below. Yet again, the last 2 videos I posted a link, but there's been quite a time frame in between them. And you will get to see me there. It will only be me this time, but I'll still be going, and I'll have tons of darts. I have them behind the camera, but I have close to 800 darts. I won't be bringing that many unless you're willing to buy some from me, in which case you can message me below. Since it's a day away, you should probably have your darts already accounted for, as well as blasters. I could share some of my blasters. I'm not going to be bringing as many, just a few pump snaps and like one pullback, and I'll also be bringing my 3K because that thing shoots far. Also, something I will be premiering at the war: the dual hopper, Sunreese, or Sunreese Sun Jensen, something like that. I just call him Sunreese normally. He also uses one of these, but he uses it on his ultimate missile blast. The best part of this is this longer piece can fit inside a rainbow, but this is pretty much what it does. It gives you 2 hoppers, not at the same time, one at a time, but when it's especially good for the UMB, again, because when you're reloading you can just flip it and have a full clip. Now this one's actually weird because these dials are off. I replaced it from a different one, so normally right here that would mean it's closed, but it actually means the air can go through. And normally here would mean open, but that actually means closed. The reason for that is because one of these handles right here, the little nub part, broke off, so it was basically useless. But then I took it off a different one that was cracked right down here, and it worked out. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys can make it to the war. See you there if you are going. Anyways, thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe. Bye.